Go ahead.
Jasmine, I'm super excited to be November 27th with you at the Wells Fargo convention working on the branding conference. And the people that are going to be there, 250 people, 1,000 people watching from the outside, the speakers, of course the moderator again, plugging myself, and of course you being the center of everything and pulling it all together. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. All right, well, thank you for being involved. I couldn't have picked a better moderator, and I know you're going to tell me why in a minute, but I'd like to tell you a little story about why this conference is so important to me personally. So my background, I don't know if you know this, but many years ago, I started my career on Madison Avenue. As a young business professional, my goal was to own Madison Avenue and walk those streets, right? So I started my career at Young and Rubicam, and I fell in love actually at 6 years old with branding. Believe it or not, it's a true story. We don't have time to talk about it today, but so I started my career at like 18, 19 years old on Madison Avenue. From there, I started to fall in love with advertising and saw how it started to change. It started to change because there was this connection between advertising and marketing. So from Y&R, I left and I started to get into marketing. I said to myself, this was maybe like in the early 2000s, I see the internet, where's it going? I went and got a double MBA in CIS and marketing, not to get a job, but actually to start a business and do something that was impactful, right? So anyways, here I am today. So over the last, 15 years, what have I been doing? Really, really becoming a student of the world of branding, of PR, of digital marketing, and understanding how does this shape the economy, right? And how does it shape people's lives? So this conference, for me, is 100% mission driven. It's about helping people, whether you're a sales professional at Thomson Reuters, who's been my client, or you're an executive of a major company that's thinking about leaving but not telling anybody, or you're a struggling small business owner, or even a creative professional. You're looking to understand, how do I build my brand so I have impact, not just in their business and not just in their industry, but also in the community.
I love it. And something that you had mentioned to me also, and I feel very, very much connected to, and it speaks to me, is that it's about credibility, right?
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, the greatest thing you can do is invest in yourself and invest in your brand equity, and it's something that's going to eventually pay dividends. And if you could build that credibility, whether you're in finance, whether you're in technology, whether you're in biotech, it will open up those doors.
Absolutely.
Once you have those credentials, really the sky is the limit. And I think that's overlooked. And I think the second thing is, people think that, especially obviously we have clients in the business, and there's no shortcut to building your resume. It doesn't happen overnight. But
right.
You work with a good PR professional, you work with a good marketer, and it's like a resume. It builds over time, but if you're willing to put in that investment, the dividends are huge. Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. And I would just end that by saying the credibility ties into the importance of the authenticity of that credibility, because every industry right now is hyper competitive. Even if you have the best resume in the world, if you come off as someone that's salesy and not authentic, no one's going to buy your brand.
I agree.
And we're going to talk about that, and at the conference we're going to build your brand